Yay!
Hey,
It's
everybody.
Friday! Or thank you, dog, it's
Happy
Friday!
TDIF, everyone.
Yay! Oh my goodness. Whew, we made it to the end of another really crazy, busy week, but this is our best part of the whole week. So
Yep.
it's worth the wait. It really is. Through all the craziness that goes on Monday through Thursday, we get thank you, dog, it's Friday. So yay. So if you don't know who we are, I'm Patty Quinn and I'm here with Hillary Buchholz.
Hello, everybody.
And we are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds and crazy, kooky canine crafters. Yay!
Yep.
We love to do stuff every Friday that's in honor of our love for pups. We have a library of all kinds of fun, interactive toys, yummy doggy treats, all kinds of good stuff that you're welcome to peruse. And if you know any of other dog moms or dads that would be interested, please sprinkle the love out there. We would very much appreciate it. Today, we've got a really fun, super simple. All of our crafts are super simple. We try to make them really easy peasy. This one turns out so, oh my gosh, adorable. I totally love it. It's a Dollar Tree craft makeover, and we're calling this a Pawprint Spring Easter egg. And it starts with one of their mirrored kind of galvanized eggs, which are really, really cool. They have them in different shapes, and we just kind of fell in love with this egg shape, which was really neat. And then the other
and
really,
if you're curious, so everything that we're
yeah,
creating here today, we also have a couple craft kits available. So
yes,
you can check the link in the description for that. So then you'd have all the parts and pieces that we're talking about here available
exactly.
for you to make your own version of this.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just going to say that because not all the Dollar Trees have these
Yep.
items. So I, took a couple trips to a couple different Dollar Trees. And the other thing that we're going to use from there is this Easter greetings sign with this adorable little galvanized tin little bunny rabbit on it. And so we'll play with that a little bit later in our craft. But we're going to start with our egg, and then of course, some really fun
I
doggy
love
fabric.
this. It's so cute.
This
And it's perfect
fabric,
for Easter.
it is. Look at all the colors. It's so pretty, and all the paw prints on it. This particular fabric is from Joann's, but I just fell in love with it and thought it was so sweet. And as Hillary said, it's perfect for Easter,
Yep.
all the pastels and everything. So basically what you're going to want to do is lay out a piece of the fabric, and then you're going to trace let's say this is the full piece of fabric, and then you're going to trace your egg around the fabric and cut out a piece of fabric that's just the same shape as your egg. How easy is that, right?
Yep.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. And it's nice because you get all of that gradation between those nice
Yes,
springtime colors without having to have a bunch of different types of fabric to kind of layer in there. So,
exactly. It really adds a lot of character, a lot of color, a lot of texture and everything, which really makes it fun. And then we can do this after we Mod Podge, or we can do this now, but I cut a little slit in the top of the fabric so that the hanger would show through. So just a tiny little slit right at the top so that the fabric would eventually go around. So it's probably like 1/4 of an inch. So you can do that now, or you can do that in just a minute if you'd like. But mine's already pre-cut. So we've got that. Then we're going to take some Mod Podge and a brush, and we are going to just coat this little egg, this metal egg, with a nice thin layer of Mod Podge, and that'll adhere. We'll use that to adhere the fabric to it. And you don't need a lot, just a nice little thin layer. Actually, the thinner the better, because you don't want the thicker you go, the more bubbles and things you'll get.
and do you
put the
go,
fabric down?
do you cover the entire thing first and then put the fabric on? Okay.
Yes, we'll cover the whole thing. It's small enough we can it dries quickly, so that's a good question, but we can just cover the whole thing really quickly.
Okay. And as always, I'm curious how long it takes y'all that are watching. How long does it take you to go through a jar of Mod Podge?
I know. I think we say that every time. I think, yeah, mine might even be from the dinosaur age. I'm not sure, but I've had it a while, but I'm getting down there. We're getting down there.
Yep, I have my backup already bought, but I think I might have been a little bit optimistic that I was going to get through the last bit of this one.
Yeah. So, all right. So work quickly to get your egg covered, because it does dry. And I kind of went back over some of the spots that I started with. And then we're just going to lay this fabric down on top. Kind of line it up and get that little slit on either side of the jute hanger. And then you're just going to press down. Make sure.
And I'm just going to cut mine now because I waited.
Yeah, you can wait to do that now. The other nice thing about it is you don't really have to have your fabric ironed and get all the wrinkles out, because this step right here, as you're pushing the fabric onto the egg, that will lay flat any kind of wrinkles that you might have in your fabric, which is a nice. So you can skip a step, which is always good. But yay! So there's that so far. So we've got it attached and looking nice. If you have any excess, you can always trim. I think I might trim a little bit of the excess here.
I'm going to just pull mine up on the bottom here a little bit because it got a little dried out where I started.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A little bit more Mod Podge there.
Yeah, it's pretty forgiving. You can go back and add more. And you trim off any little fuzzies or extra fabric that you have. This is so cute. You could almost just leave it like this. This is so pretty.
It is really pretty.
I love this fabric. It's so pretty. All right, so then we're going to do another layer of Mod Podge just to adhere the fabric onto the egg.
It also gives it a little bit of protection too, depending on where you're going to have this hanging. So
true. Yeah. And it'll, depending on the kind of Mod Podge that you have, it'll give it a nice little sheen as well. Gloss. I think mine's glossy, so add a nice little glossy touch. And you'll notice that the Mod Podge has kind of a foggy look to it, but don't worry about that. If you haven't used Mod Podge before, that will dry clear. So it's all good.
And you just want a nice even coat so that
nice and thin again.
Yep.
And again, work kind of quickly because it does dry quickly. All right.
About almost done.
Yeah, me too. Almost there.
And you can, if you want it to dry a little quicker, like once you get your coat on, you can take a little hair dryer or something like that to help it dry as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just trying to catch the edges a little bit. It'll just protect the fabric from fraying, and it'll catch and adhere it to the egg a little better. But there we go. Pretty easy peasy. I'm just going to set that off to the side and let that dry for a second. And then the next thing you're going to do is dig through your craft stash or get some kind of springtime ribbons. And we have these little binding, the little bias tape and some really pretty ribbons that we're going to use.
Again, perfect for Easter.
I know. And they all coordinate with this fabric really nicely, which is really fun. And it's just a really simple way to add additional layers of texture and color and all that, which is really kind of fun. And what you do when you decorate an Easter egg, right? It's kind of fun.
Yep.
All right. So I've just cut about 4 strips of ribbons. And I'm just going to kind of lay them across the egg. They can be longer than you need. Let's see. Because we'll fold them over, but just kind of lay them across in whatever pattern or design you want.
These are so cute. It really
They're
does.
really cute. And you can use things like rickrack or lace, or, it doesn't have to be
whatever you
hand.
have. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to lift this up just to show everybody kind of the.
Oh, cute. Yeah.
So I'm kind of going in the middle. You can still see all the colors of the fabric behind it, but just going right across the center. Again, you can put these across the top, across the bottom. I just kind of like them all grouped together. I think it makes it a little less busy since the fabric behind it has got a lot of print and, a print to it. Pretty print. And
just trimming mine down.
Yeah.
This one, I love this.
I know.
I think this is so perfect.
Well, and it reminds me, what it reminds me of is like when I was a little girl and getting dressed for Easter or, just your spring outfits. It's just got all the colors. It's got the pink and the blue and the green and the yellow. Of course, it's a plaid, so it's kind of country and garden, country cottage kind of. It's really pretty.
Yep.
All right. So then once you have them in the spot where you'd like them, then we can just glue those down. And the bias tape is folded open. You can just glue the fold down as you're gluing the ribbons down as well.
Okay.
So.
And I don't have my hot glue gun.
That's all right. If you want to grab your fabric glue, that'll work too.
Yep.
If that's easier.
Fabric glue.
Yeah, whichever. Then you don't have to wait for the glue gun to heat up. There we go.
And we're doing about kind of just straight through the middle, or?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mine might be a little bit, not exactly in the middle, but yeah, pretty darn close across the middle. But again, you can put it anywhere you want. You can put 2 down at the bottom, 2 up at the top. Really, it's kind of whatever you'd like to do. And I think the fabric glue actually works nice at this stage because my Mod Podge still is wet. So I'm needing to put a little extra hot glue down. It's working, but the fabric glue is probably easier to work with right now. The hot glue isn't really sticking like I'd want it to, but it'll be fine. I love our fabric glue that Hillary's using.
Yeah, this is definitely it. Not all fabric glues are created equal, and we've gone through a few. This one is Fabri-Tac, and it's perfect. It's got the perfect amount of like tackiness right away.
Yes. Yes.
You can work with it quickly.
And it dries quickly, which I like too,
Yeah.
Not real fast, but fast enough that you're not waiting a long time for it to.
You don't move the project and then everything falls off of it.
Right. Right. Exactly. All right. This is cute. Hey, Skyla, thanks for being with us today. I'm so glad you like this. Yeah, oh my gosh, the cuteness factor just gets better and better as we do this. I love this project. It's so adorable. If I'm allowed to say that about our own projects.
We absolutely are.
It really is so cute. I just love it. Yeah, I'm having to go back over with the hot glue because my Mod Podge is still a little wet. But
and it's definitely, again, it's the pieces are fairly simple, but once you put them all together, it's so much more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see I've glued mine. I still have some dangling bits here on the ends that I'm going to then fold over and glue on the back. But we're getting there. So I'm going to flip this over and glue
And I'm just
The
gluing
ends
the
down.
inside of my last bias tape.
Oh, okay. And these are not going to go straight across on the back because there's a curve up to the egg. So the ends will taper in. So they're going to taper in a little bit.
Okay. So there's mine.
Oh, cute. That's adorable. These are so simple, but they turn out so pretty.
I'll see if my hot glue is getting hot enough yet, or we might just go with the fabric glue some
Yeah,
more.
the fabric glue still might work for you because it does have a nice tack to it.
Yep.
And if you wanted to, you could trim these off rather than fold them under. I like having them folded because then it kind of finishes that edge.
Yep.
And you don't have a raw edge. The fabric edge isn't too bad. It doesn't really fray because you're putting the Mod Podge down.
Yep. It's been kind of secured down with that Mod Podge.
Exactly. But the ribbons would be a little more tricky if you cut the ends. But you can do that and then just hot glue the ends down. I just like the folded look to them.
Oh, that turns out so cute.
I know, it's so cute. It is so adorable.
And I would say my ribbons are a little short on one side, so I would say, give yourself a 1/4 inch or more, like give yourself some room to work with on that back side.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just holding these down a little.
Yeah, no worries. And I think while you're finishing that up, I'll start the next step.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. So I'm going to set this lovely little egg aside, and we're going to start playing with our other Dollar Tree sign here. And I really got it for the bunny because the bunny rabbit is just so cute. So just need a little flathead screwdriver. And we're going to pop this little character off of here. And you just tuck your screwdriver under. You're just going to tuck it under the bunny. And it's glued down to the sign. So you just really want to pry off gently without bending the bunny rabbit. So that's the only trick. It's just getting in there. But it does come off. Kind of work your way around. And it's on there pretty good, but there we go. Pops right off.
Cute.
See, nice and flat, and you can see there's a little glue residue from the paper and the backing that it was on. But we're gonna set that aside. We're gonna use this little cutie guy. I love it. It's so cute. It's just so adorable. So then the next thing we want to do is you could keep the little burlap bow that's on there, but I thought it would be really fun to coordinate the bunny rabbit with your egg so that it looks more cohesive.
Yep.
So you're going to take your screwdriver again, and this bow has been hot glued, and it'll pop right off.
Oh, yours went so much better than mine. The screwdriver is the key on that part because I had to fight. So definitely use the screwdriver to pop it off there because it's a pretty big glob of glue, and it really does take some work to try to get that back off of there. So
yeah, and you might have some residue glue on there too as well. But yeah, it just depends. They're all different, right? They're all. So you might have a little more glue or a little less glue. I think I just lucked out there, but yeah. So now we've got our little bunny rabbit. This naked. We have a little naked bunny. And then the next thing we're going to do is we just make a little bow. And I used pink just to pull in since we didn't use pink in our other ribbons. I wanted to pick that pink up from the egg. And we have this little cute polka dot colored ribbon that's just precious. And we're going to glue our little bow, our new bow, onto our bunny now. So just a simple shoelace bow, really easy to make. But there he is, or there she is. Just so cute.
And I might trim my tails up once it's kind of
yeah
cooled down.
Oh,
there.
So cute. I love it. So then we're going to take our egg again, right? Our precious little egg, and we're going to glue our little bunny rabbit right on top of our egg.
And it's kind of nice where the you still have a little bit of that paper backing is kind of nice because you can use that area to glue it too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And here I would recommend the hot glue just because.
Yes.
Not that this rabbit is very heavy, but it'll kind of adhere quickly, which is nice.
So cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just love I just love it. I'm such a dork. I love it. It's just fun when you start to see all the layers and the pieces come together, and then, you know, the finished product. Oh my gosh.
All those little textures and layers.
Just so cute. I love this. This is so adorable. This just makes the sweetest little Easter decoration that, of course, has its doggy theme, but it's nice and subtle too, right? Which is another thing that I really like about it. So yeah, so there you go. This was it. Nice and simple. You can hang this on your front door. You can hang it in the house. You could hang it on your cabinets. It's really fairly lightweight.
Yep.
You can hang it outside, although I'd make sure it was in a covered spot.
Yeah.
Because it won't withstand the rain or anything like that. But it's just so sweet. Absolutely precious. And these would make just the cutest little gifts too for your dog.
Yeah.
Dog loving friends. I just love these. They're so
well, and
adorable.
popping them in a little Easter basket full of treats or something like that would be super cute.
That's a great idea. That would be so fun. So here it is. I hope we've inspired you to get out there this weekend and have some little Easter magic with your pup loving friends. I think this would be a really cute project to make together. Hope you enjoyed it.
And we also have step-by-step instructions that have pictures of each of the steps that we went through. So there's a link for that in the description. And then also there are a couple craft kits where you can get all of the little parts and pieces that you need to make this as well.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We try to make it easy for you because obviously getting the fabric and all the ribbons and all of that stuff, it really does make it less expensive and easier for you if you do like to make these by just grabbing one of the craft kits that we put together. So anyway, thanks so much, everybody.
Thanks,
Have a great weekend. Take good care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.